Chapter 2, Dreaming of You. Your brother smiles easily. Oh, this is a dream. It doesn't matter how his day went. A small act of kindness at the end of it would always bring out a smile. That's what you miss the most, his smile. Your lives were turbulent. Oh my God. Your lives were turbulent and volatile, but he never stopped smiling for you. Maybe he knew how much that smile means to you. Most nights you dream about him. You dream of the happier memories as often as the scary ones. While the rough outweigh the bad, you try to focus on the good. You want to remember that he smiles easily. You want to remember the way he calls you. Frisk? What? How did this happen? Oh, it's a nickname. I'm sitting here like, what? Like, did I mess up? You didn't know why he chose that nickname. You asked him once and he gave you a strange smile. Is my brother Asriel? No, his name is Lawrence. It suits you, was all he told you. It suits you. He has one more name for you. You are his risky frisky button. Oh, that's so cute, princess. Angel, troublemaker, hellraiser, starlight, Watson. Oh, Button's so cute. Yeah, it's a little button. Princess, Angel, troublemaker. I'll do hellraiser. That sounds so cool. You love your brother. You love remembering him through your dreams. That night you don't dream of him. You dream of red smoke choking you. Uh-oh. It slowly fills the room. I'm spooked. Unnoticed as it pulls from the floor and rises up. It's warm and tingles across your skin. As it continues up, however, you no longer see your feet nor legs. It swallows you whole in deceptive comfort. As it reaches your face, it forces its way inside your lungs. It fills your chest with a smoky, spicy stench. It's too thick to breathe and you gasp and choke on it. Sans, hello? You claw at your throat, desperate to catch your breath, but each intake leaves you struggling more and more. Your legs grow weak and you collapse to the ground. You are overwhelmed by this cloud of crimson. All you see is red. You have been completely devoured. Hello, my darling. You wake with a gasp. You clutch at your throat, wheezing and hiccuping as you struggle to breathe. You suck in large gulps of air, desperate to breathe. Sans, WTF. Your heart pounds as you tremble in your bed. Bed. Oh, you're in your bed. You're okay. You can breathe. Oh my God, angel number. You slowly, shakily, you calm down. You try to take deep breaths, although you still hiccup when you breathe in. You glance at the clock. It reads 3:33 a.m. You swallow roughly. Your throat hurts. It would completely throw off your entire schedule if you got up now. Excuse me. You try to lay back down. You hope you have a sweeter dream. It is even harder to get up than usual in the morning. You roll over and bury your face in your pillow. Why must the bed be so lulling when you have to get up? That is so true, isn't it? Anytime you have to get up, the bed feels so comfy. You heave a heavy sigh and force yourself to get out of bed. You make your bed as you do every morning, although you feel more tired than normal. The nightmare lingers in the back of your mind. You take a peek at some of your clothes hung up to dry. You decide you don't want to wear any red for a while. You ruined the color for me. You move sluggishly. Even after you drink your chocolate milk, you still feel out of sorts. Hopefully your morning run will make you feel better. It doesn't. If anything, you feel worse when you get back. That's because we felt like we were being watched. You take a long bubble bath and scrub your chocolate skin raw with your honey-scented soap. You end up taking too long in the bathroom, and the steam fogs everything up. That's normally not an issue, but after a nightmare of not being able to breathe and any difficulty... That's normally not an issue, but after a nightmare of not being able to breathe, any difficulty is enough to trigger a panic. You scramble to open the bathroom door as soon as you realize what's going on. You throw it open and suck in a big gulp of air, still dripping wet from your bubble bath. Once you can breathe easy again, you calm down. This isn't good. You need to pull yourself together. You work the evening shift tonight, so you have a lot of time. You finish getting ready. You force yourself to move slowly, carefully. You are in control of yourself, not your nightmare, not your memories. You slip on a polka dot dress. You shiver. You wrap yourself in a blanket. You throw on a sweater. You throw on a sweater and wrap yourself in a blanket. Knowing me, I get cold super easy, so we do them both. You'll finish your hair later, when it's closer to your time to leave. You have hours left in your day before you have to go to work. You actually have time to do something extra for you. That will be nice. It might make you feel better too. Grab a book and start to read. You love reading. Grab a notebook and start to write. You love writing. You love to draw, paint, crochet, listen to music, whittle. I don't be whittling. I don't be crocheting. I love music. I don't really paint. I love to draw and I love to write. And I love to read. I think I'll get a nice good book. I do love to read. You curl up on your couch with the current book you're reading. You pull out your bookmark. Your eyes already searching for the paragraph you ended on. As soon as you find it, you smile to yourself. You sink into your couch as your mind is pulled into a different world. You're currently reading a romance novel, satire, fantasy, historical fiction, non-fiction novel, horror, thriller, mystery. I'll do romance. Okay, maybe I'm doing too much romance. I'll do, I love a little funny book, so I guess we'll do satire. You're currently reading a satire novel. You become so engrossed that you don't notice the passage of time. It barely feels like 10 minutes, but when you look up to check the time, you know it's been an hour and a half. You feel much better. You enjoy your hobby. It makes you happy and relaxed. It's not too expensive to maintain, so it's one of the simple pleasures you consistently allow yourself. Although you have to admit, you have one other interest. If you were richer, you'd love to be able to play the piano. They've always looked so beautiful and adored how they sound. Horseback ride or ballet? I do. Ballet is nice, but I'm not sure if it's for me. Horseback riding's fun. I'll do play the piano. Lawrence used to always tell you to dream big when you went to school. Perhaps dreaming of playing the piano isn't big, but when you live paycheck to paycheck, the expense it take to make it happen feels big to you. You start to pick up your things. Your mug is dry, so you put it back in your cabinet that creaks when you open it. Your eyes sweep over the countertop and you brush your hand over it. A home must be neat for you to get a treat. Pardon? What does that mean? What does that mean? Your nose wrinkles and you immediately scratch at your ear. You hate remembering her sing-song voice. Who is it? Is it our mom? Already you can smell the overpowering stench of bleach and feel your hands burn. Ugh. Gross. You feel sick. If it's an overpowering stench of bleach and my hands burning, I think I'll feel sick. You absently rub your hands. That nightmare must have tired you out more than you thought. You glance at your clock. You have time before work. You chose to leave. You put on your kitten heel shoes and a pair of white gloves, and you're out the door. Flower shop! The doorbell chimes when you enter the shop. It's a cute shop. The main room has rows of baskets filled with vibrant flowers. The front door has a floral design, and the main shop window is large enough to cover the entire front wall. There are vines covering it. It has a floral scent to it, a perfect combination of the numerous flowers in the shop, but it is not overpowering. The owner carefully selected pretty flowers with subtle scents so guests wouldn't feel overwhelmed when first walking in. Most days, the owner also keeps the door open to let in a breeze and circulate the air. It's rare to find it closed. You soon realize why when you step in. You aren't the only customer today. The owner is with two others. It's definitely the gang. It's definitely one of them gangs. The green hat gang. I don't remember what they're called. The Versace gang? The owner is an elderly woman who goes by the name Daisy. Oh, my cat's name's Daisy. She doesn't like to be called a miss or a ma'am. Only Daisy. She's a tall woman who laughs with her whole body and has many wrinkles on her tawny skin from spending her youth in the sun. She used to share the same apartment complex as you before she moved into the floor above her shop. For a time, was also your boss. You used to work in the flower shop before your shift at the Black Swan. When Daisy broke her hip while her son was still on tour, she didn't have many options. She couldn't afford much. You had just moved in and were desperate for money. You needed a second job, and while the pay was abysmal, it was easy work and better than nothing. She was a good boss, good woman. You helped her outside of work as well, carrying and putting away groceries, running a few errands, and endeared yourself to her. Now she makes you your favorite dessert. Chocolate pie? No. No. I do love me a brownie. I do love chocolate chip cookies. I want to do chocolate pie. Yum! On days you feel blue, and best of all, you get a discount on. Oh, I guess not. I guess it's not like the... I thought it was worried like it was time for her to pay a protection fee. I'm sorry, I'm just on edge. Is Fione, is that how you say the flower? The Fiones will look lovely in your bouquet. That's me doing an old woman voice, says Daisy. Are you sure? Frets a young woman. She's holding a magazine up to Daisy at the counter. In this color, right? Yes, in that exact shade, reassures Daisy. Oh, a bunny monster! There, see? I told you a shop would carry them, says a tall bunny monster beside her. A monster. Growing up in the country, you didn't encounter them often. The ones that you did see were always just passing through. Since moving to the big city, however, you see them daily. When you were able to attend school, you were taught that humans and monsters brokered peace centuries ago through a sacred union, a soul bond between a human princess and a monster prince. Oh, before that union, it was not thought possible for a human and monster to be soulmates. Oh. In order to be soulbound, one partner needs a lot of magic. Only a quarter of humanity has magic. I wonder if we have magic, and less than half of that have enough magic to use. The power to bind two souls for all eternity takes an incredible amount. Prior to the first union, monsters thought they could only perform such an act with other monsters. Even with this knowledge, unions between monsters and humans are a rarity. Not for humans' lack of trying. Powerful monsters stop aging, and when they soul bind to a human, that partner stops aging too. Last century, there was a market for humans who would pay to try and force the union as an attempt for immortality. It nearly triggered another war between monsters and humans. There human goes again, trying to be immortal. Things have died down enough that there isn't overt tension, but the trust broken when that came to light. It's rare to see a monster and human couple. So basically monsters and humans still technically don't like each other, because humans try to force a soul bond between monsters to be immortal, and now tensions are kind of high. Not kind of, but like just a bit. You stand off to the side. Oh, the woman and the bunny monster are dating. You stand off to the side and look at the flowers. You have business here, so you don't want to leave. You also don't want the couple to feel like you're eavesdropping. You're certain they probably get plenty of side eyes already. Jealous humans, distrustful monsters, and plenty of bigots look down on interracial couples. You don't want to be thrown into that lot. The couple talk with Daisy for several more minutes before they leave. Daisy knows you immediately. My little buttercup lover. Oh, she knows my flowers. Daisy's entire demeanor is bright. Did you see the couple that left? Aren't they adorable? They're getting married. Oh, that's nice. That's nice. Isn't it though? Agrees Daisy. I love making bouquets for wedding. When are you getting married? You let me do the flower at your venue, right? You smile at her. You tell her she can also do your bouquet. Sweet child, she says. Speaking of love, found anyone yet? No, it's just me. Not for long, no. If Sans has anything to say about that. I can't see why, she says. You're the loveliest woman in this whole city. Oh, Daisy, stop it. You're lying. You duck your head, a sheepishly pleased smile on your face. Daisy has a way of sincerely complimenting others that made them feel warm. You aren't immune to this. Hello? I'm watching Trolls. I'm playing a game. Wow. Jim Carrey Grinch? Bye-bye. Ouchie. What did I say? And after the night you had, it feels good to be near someone kind. You know, I could try to set you up with someone. No, thank you. She offers. There's a lot of moms at my bingo club who brag about their sons. Daisy, please. You assure her you're fine. Are you sure? She presses. Yes. Her face crunches up. She gives you a long look. Humor, poor old lady. No. She sighs dramatically. You break my poor fragile heart. I'm sorry, Margaret. I'm sorry, Daisy. You've seen her manhandle her military son and win. You refuse to believe she's fragile. You will not fall for this ruse. When she realizes this, she rolls her eyes and waves her hand dismissively. Fine, fine. Here for the usual order? Yes, your usual order. As a bonus for Daisy liking you, you get a special discount in ordering posters. Posters? Her sister works at a printing press. Daisy takes her order and comes back a few weeks later with... Weeks. It's talking about the past. Daisy takes her order and comes back a few weeks later with stacks of new missing person posters for your brother Lawrence. It's almost time to put up a new batch, as the old ones have become worn down from the weather. You aren't sure if they make much of a difference. 5 years of putting them up, and you've yet to receive a clue, but there's not much else you can do. You have to keep trying. I wonder if Lawrence was either kidnapped and was sold because of the whole human soul bonding thing, or if he got in trouble and he's hiding from a gang or is now involved in a gang. He would never give up on you, and so you will never give up on him. All right, little buttercup lover, she says, her voice soft and eyes full of sympathy. You already have the money ready. You hand it to her over the counter, ignoring the look she gives you. She puts the money away. It will be some time until the posters are ready. Before you go, she says, how about a corsage? For what? Because, she says, you're alive. Isn't that reason enough? You give her a smile. She takes that as a yes and happily moves around her shop to pluck a few flowers. Hypothetically, she says, if you were interested in some company. No, you're no fun. Can't you answer a few questions? She bats her eyes. For me? Oh, she's so cute. When you don't respond, she offers a counteroffer. For some freshly made chocolate pie? Daisy, you've twisted my arm. You agree to answer some questions for that. Her laughter bounces around the shop, lighter and brighter than the warm noon sun that filters in. My darling buttercup lover, I adore your standards. Ooh, we can pick our personalities and stuff. Well, I mean, obviously, but you giggle, you crack a small smile, you smirk, beam, smile, grin. A little giggle. Where would you want to go on a date? On a first date or in general? Dinner with a show, a very nice restaurant that has good food, stroll through Central Park, walk on the beach. I would like a dinner with a show, but a nice restaurant that has good food is also nice. But a show? That sounds so fun. But I do love me some food. I'll do a very nice restaurant with good food. She nods at that. And what kind of gifts would you want to receive? Flowers, nice clothes, good shoes, your favorite dessert, your favorite foods, jewelry. Are we going the foodie route? Am I gonna only care about food right now? I do love jewelry. I'm not sure about clothes because I have my style, and I don't know if other people can try and replicate that. I mean, I don't know. I do love me some jewelry. I think I might pick jewelry. I love me some jewelry. I'll do jewelry. She smiles at that. And in a relationship, would you rather take the lead or have your partner do it? You would rather your partner initiate or you would rather initiate? I'm shy, so please. Ta-da! All done, she says. She takes a corsage made of pink flowers and ties it around your wrist. It's just pink. It's only pink. Love that. You thank her for the corsage. And thank you for your time. She's going to set me up with someone, she says. You going to work? Yes. Be safe, she says. You will. You always are. As you leave, you catch a whiff of something smoky and spicy. At once you're reminded that dream. The nightmare is lingering on you. There's a warm tingle in your chest. You feel the hairs on your back of your neck rise. There's a tickle in the back of your thoughts. You feel an itch in your mind. It skips a beat. Let's do it skips a beat. It skips a beat. Shit. It's been 5 years since you last felt that, but it doesn't matter. You know this feeling. You know what it means. Your pod taught you many things growing up. Your dad taught you many things growing up. Your father taught you many things growing up. Your dad taught you many things. Oh, we can pick how we call him. Pa, da, father, dad, or papa. My papa. Papa. Your papa. Your papa taught you many things growing up. We'll do papa. He taught you how to be brave, how to be afraid. He taught you how to stand firm, how to take a hit. He taught you to persevere, no matter how badly it hurts. My soul's pink. But the most important lesson he ever taught you was how to trust your instincts. Trust your soul. Your soul is special. It's strong, powerful. Through your soul, you have a near flawless intuition when it comes to your safety. Under Papa's lessons, this ability grew to its current state. It's how you avoid death. It's how you and Lauren succeeded in evading Papa when you fled into the night. Is our dad bad? You instinctively know where to go in dangerous situations and how to survive. As if you have already done it before and learned from your mistakes. That's determination. The reset. This ability isn't something you advertise. And the last time this ability was triggered, it led to your brother's disappearance. There's something more about your dream. It's prophetic. It's a warning. Are you going to listen to it? Your profile has been unlocked. Clues have been unlocked. Appearance. Oh. These are all my stuff. My name's Faith. My nicknames are Frisk and Hellraiser. I have pink eyes. Yeah, I changed it. My pink soul. I have shoulder-length, chocolate brown, coily hair. I have chocolate skin. And I smell of honey. And these are my preferences. My favorite flowers are pink buttercup. I like chocolate milk in the morning. I like sweet breakfast, a French toast with syrup. My dessert is chocolate pie. I like polka dot dress with a pair of white gloves and kitten heel shoes. And my hair is in a headband. My apartment is warm and cozy. A nice date would be a nice restaurant with good food and a good gift, jewelry. My quirks. I struggle to get out of bed most mornings. Regarding your self-care routine, you have days you want to do nothing but lounge. I work as a singer. I like to read, but one day would like to play piano. When your intuition is triggered, it feels when it skips a beat. When I'm happy, I giggle. In a romantic relationship, you would rather your partner take the initiative. You are on the sands route. I am committing. Is there a way to save? Save. I didn't change the... Oh, thank you. Oh, angel number. I didn't change a thing. Nice. There's clues, whatever. Oh, like for finding your brother. As your kitten heel shoes click against the sidewalk, you catch a whiff of that unique, spicy smoke scent of the wind. The smell tickles your nose. The smell tickles your nose. It's gone by the second sniff. It skips a beat. Your pink eyes sweep the area around you. You try to find the source of the smell, the source of the danger, but you see nothing. We're looking for the danger? You absently rub your hands together as you start walking to work. 30 minutes later, you arrive at the Black Swan. You change into your provided uniform, check your appearance to ensure you look well put together, and not at all like you've been struggling with a lingering nightmare all day. Once satisfied you won't get teased for a less than acceptable presentation, you head out and start your workday. A week goes by. A week goes by. You wish you could say it goes by without issue, but there is an issue. You keep catching a whiff of that smell. It's always in short bursts, on an unexpected breeze, and gone by the next time you inhale. You constantly search around you. You cannot find anyone near you when you smell it. The first few days it happened you were taken back to that nightmare. Now you're plain frustrated. You aren't insane, not yet. You have complete faith in your soul's instincts. Someone or something is producing that smell. They either have incredible timing to constantly avoid your attention, or you're being stalked. Which perplexes you. You haven't done anything to warrant such focused attention. Which baffles you. There's no reason for anyone to go to such lengths over you. Which aggravates you further. Hate waiting games. Which makes you uncomfortable. You hate unseen threats. Yeah, I'll do this one. Which baffles you. There's no reason for anyone to go to such lengths over you. Hapstance or purposeful. A week of this happening feels intentional, but you've seen stranger coincidences. There was one case your brother worked on one of his first cases as a detective, where a man kept finding bodies. Everyone thought the man was the killer behind it all, but no, he was just that unlucky. All the victims were from different murderers, and the poor man unwittingly stumbled into them before the murderer could completely dispose of the body. Huh. That's a terrible coincidence to have there, sir. Remembering that, in other strange cases your brother has told you about, makes your reserve judgment. That, and logically, you don't see a reason for anyone to stalk you. You're attractive and have had to turn away persistent customers, but no one's gone this far for you before. You're attractive, but not that attractive. You're only attracted to customers at work, and you are 99% sure it's because of the booze in uniform. Attractive and have had to turn away persistent customers. Oh, it goes back. What should I pick? I do not think I would look good working. I mean, I do be on stage, so. I'll do this one. You're only attracted to customers at work, and you are 99% sure it's because of the booze in uniform. You don't remember meeting anyone with that smell either. You would have definitely gone out of your way to memorize them due to your dream, which means you'd infer that they saw you without ever actually meeting you, and then decided to stalk you? That's so strange. You suppose stranger things have happened, but that's a stretch either way. Hiccup. Someone who's potentially a lethal threat to you keeps ending up in the same places you visit, and leaves before you notice them. Or they saw you at distance and immediately decide to stalk you. Can't tell which one is weirder. This situation has put you on edge. When you go into work at the end of the week, you feel your nerves are already frayed. No amount of reading or deep breaths will ease you. You step into the Black Swan. The familiar low jazz plays in the background. Your kitten heel shoes sink into the red carpet. Red. Your footsteps are swallowed up by the background noise. You move silently. You decide to try and put the situation from your mind. You need to focus on work. You'll have to pay the protection fee soon. If they decide to unexpectedly hike up the mountain again, you want to ensure you won't be caught off guard. You need the money. Ray, his name's Ray. Good evening, Miss Faith, says Ray, one of your co-workers. He's an older man with dark skin, coffee-colored eyes, and a friendly disposition. He does his job without complaint and has helped you deal with rougher customers, and is willing to take an extra shift when someone is sick. It's rare to see him working the evening shift. He's a bartender for the day shift. You only ever see him when he works a double in the evening. You return his greeting. Thank you again for covering for me, he says. Hope all went well? That's right. You covered Ray last week and were unexpectedly forced to work the back tables. At the time, you had thought, ugh. You raised an eyebrow. He hadn't warned you what area you were supposed to cover. Apologies, he said when he catches your displeasure. I forgot I was working the back tables. Did you have any trouble? No. Thankfully, all went well that night. He sighs. When he says that, so this also remembers what you say about some stuff, too. That's cool, because I completely forgot. Ray, could we get your help in the back? Shouts one of the cooks from the kitchen. Coming, says Ray. He dips his head in your direction. Have good evening, Miss Faith. You incline your head to acknowledge you heard, but you do not respond. You already did your vocal warm-ups, and in the way in, you only need to change into a shimmery dress the boss provided for you to use when on stage. Looks better under a spotlight than your normal clothes. You continue your journey to the back room. It skips a beat. You pause. You catch a whiff from something spicy and smoky. It's rich, strong. It's nearby. You turn your head and look at a group of gentlemen entering the Black Swan. There are 5 men and 1 monster. 3 of the men you recognize as regulars, and you know them to be part of the Vivace family. The other 2 are fresh faces. And the monster? You haven't seen this monster before. You're certain of it. Monsters don't come into the Black Swan often. The ones that do are the ones that have ties to one of the families. Monsters are considered the best muscle for hire if you can afford them due to their incredible magic, tough durability, and some of them have immunity to common human weapons. Monsters are larger, always. Even short monsters easily hit 6 feet. And this monster is no exception to that rule. He's larger by every account, and is dressed in a fine black business suit with a black tie. He wears a suit hat to match, and on his hands, even at a distance, you can see gold rings on his fingers. It takes you a few seconds to realize his fingers are bony. He's a skeleton monster. You haven't met one of those before. The only monsters you've encountered prior have been canine or rodents. Bestie, my eyes are pink. Oh well, that's probably another shade of pink. Your peony-colored eyes move up to his face. You notice he's smoking some kind of cigar and inhales a red smoke that looks alarmingly familiar to you. You meet his gaze. Ba-thump, ba-thump, ba-thump. Your hand flies up to your chest and your soul thumps in your chest. Your heart pounds in tune with it, leaving a heavy feeling in your chest. Heat floods through you, warm and tingly. Your throat dries out. It skips a beat. Ba-thump. It skips a beat. Ba-thump. Look at all my little curse words. Oh, damn. Shit. Damn. You can't look away. The world could be on fire and you wouldn't even notice. Everything comes to a stuttering halt in your mind. Are we soulmates right now? Are we having a connection? Are we shining? Your hand slaps your... A hand slaps your back and you're freed from your delirium. You okay, Faith? Asks Wendy, one of the waitresses. She looks like she was stepping on the back and came to a stop. You swallow roughly and look away. You tell her you're fine. You sure? Wendy places the back of her hand on your forehead, frowning. You seem hot. If you're sick, you should go home. It missed the paycheck? No. You shake your head. Okay, your call. Drink some water. If you need to leave, just let me know. I can cover for you. Can you? You're a waitress, girl. I am a singer. There's no one to cover for me. You nod, unless you're a singer too. You nod and start to move away. You can't resist flickering your eyes up at the skeleton again. He's still looking at you. The man is talking to him, but the skeleton hasn't stopped looking at you. When he notices your gaze, he winks. Don't wink at me. Who do you think you are? You feel a heat stroke coming on and immediately look away, fanning your cheeks. Are we blushing? Stop it. Shit. You hurry into the bathroom for some water and space. You need to think. Your soul is screaming that man is dangerous. In the same second, it's swooning for him. Yeah, we're soulmates. Shit. You are undeniably attracted to someone who could potentially, honestly murder you. I mean, anyone could murder you. Shit. Damn. When your brother talked to you about dames and lads who stuck around their eventual killer, you always thought that was insane. Have you finally gone insane? You feel sick. You bury your face in your hands. Okay, deep breath. In, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Out, 1, 2, 3. In, 1, 2, 3. Hold, 1, 2, 3. Out. Don't you jump scare me. Don't you jump scare me right now. Please don't. I'm fragile. Focus on the facts and what you can do. Fact 1. You had a dream warning you about what specifically? He didn't directly kill you in the dream. The smell matches the smoke you choked on. Smoke that looks exactly like the kind from his Okay, he probably did kill you in that dream. Maybe. Not for the first time in your life. You wish you had someone to talk to about your ability. You've only had one prophetic dream before, and that went terrible. Focus, Faith. Fact 2. You're intensely attracted to him. Not only in a physical sense, but even your soul has a reaction. That's not normal. Souls only react to other souls if they are soulmates. A soulmate is something created after a union, not whatever this is. You are absolutely certain you are not soulbound to anyone. What if he did a secret thing? Because, it takes magic to do that, right? And monsters do that. I don't think humans can do that. So what if, while we were sleeping or just hanging out, he did a thingamajig and that was the soul bond? And he did it without our knowledge, so that's what's happening. You are absolutely certain you are not soulbound to anyone. You would never forget that fact, which means your soul's reaction is abnormal, so be sick. Have you finally gone insane? Is your soul confusing terror for attraction? You now have a handful of choices. Option 1, try to ignore the attraction and stay away from the potential threat. Option 2, try to ignore potential threat and give in to the attraction. Option 3, escape out the back door and play sick for a week and hope you never ever run into him again. Option 4, seriously consider hiring a hitman. Option 5, carry on like normal until you have more information. Those are all good options. You have choices, great. You can carefully think these over while you finish your shift, and even sleep on it. The man is clearly here for business, so there's no reason for you to need to interact with him. Clearly, also, we're not a waitress, so we don't have to. You don't even have to look at him while you're on stage. Stare at the back wall. You get yourself a drink of water, get dressed, and head out. You're forced to acknowledge that ignoring the man will be impossible when he's near. You don't have to be looking at him to feel his presence. It's uncanny how conscious you are of him. You haven't been this on edge because of a man since... No, this is different. Does that make it worse? Or better? You were a child. Every time you hear laughter from his table, your eyes snap up to look for him. And there he is, looking at you. Sans, look away. This isn't it. You hear a deep rumble, his laughter. You hear a deep rumble, his laughter perhaps? You've already zeroed your gaze in on him. Oh, we are so whipped. You think you catch a glance of him standing up. Bathroom visit? And you've already half turned to get a better look. We are so obsessed. It's our soul. I swear he did something. You think for a second, you feel a tickling of magic against your soul, and you're already thinking of him. Everything, every little thing keeps circling back to the strange skeleton monster. You get goosebumps when you hear his voice. You feel shivers down your spine when you catch another whiff of that smell. Your chest feels tighter than a constrictor wrapped around its prey. You've never felt so out of control over your own body. Betrayed, helpless. It's almost enough to make you want to cry, scream. All you want to do is run away, hide. Help! I'm emotional, so my reaction would probably be to cry. It's almost enough to make you want to cry. By the end of your unreasonably long shift, you feel unseasonably hot, buzzed with tingles, and uncomfortably moist. Ew, moist! You've mentally committed yourself to sprinting out the restaurant as soon as you clock out and making a beeline home. The moment you are cleared to leave, the overnight shift has blessedly arrived. You go straight to the back room. You change into your casual clothes, make sure your heel shoes are on tight, and decide to sneak out the back door instead of going out the front like you usually do. You make it exactly one step out the back door when suddenly he's in front of you. He teleported. Because you already chose to start running as soon as you could, you threw your whole weight into the first step. You plowed into him. Your face slams into his bony chest. He is entirely unfazed, not even taking a step back. Rather, he places one hand on the small of your back. He looks down at you. You know, with a small voice in the back of your head, he has a pair of very pretty crimson highlights. But thump. The skeleton monster smiles at you with sharp teeth. Sir, please! This is a lot different from the fanfiction. In the fanfiction, this whole situation goes way differently. But I like this. It's different. It's new. You are a flurry of mixed emotions. You cannot tell if you want to giggle or cry. I'm saving this. Save. Okay. You're a flurry of mixed emotions. You cannot tell if you want to giggle or cry. What do when your very soul is split between warning you of danger and wanting you to jump in the arms of that very danger? Technically, we already in the arms. Where are you running to, dollface? The skeleton acts in a low drawl. You spent most of the night staring at me, and now you're running out the back? Yes, but thump. You have the decency to wince, ignoring your own struggle. You staring must have been weird. You don't even have a good explanation for it outside of, well, instant attraction, instant terror, both. He doesn't give you a chance to respond instead. He continues, of course, I was staring first. You are acutely aware of the fact that he has started to rub his thumb on the small of your back. Oh my. I like what I've seen so far. Sans, please, sir, get out of here. He says, his smile stretching wider to show a glint of a gold tooth. Now you tell me, dollface, Do you like what you see? I do, sir, but I'm not gonna admit that to you. Well, there's no option? I have to say yes. I could just flat out be like, yes. No, sir, I'm gonna nod. I'm shy. It's embarrassing to admit, but you don't really think you can collect yourself well enough to lie. Not when your body and soul so obviously give you away. He chuckles. The sound reverberates through his whole body and shakes yours. You feel his grip tighten on you. Sweet thing, aren't you? He muses in a warm tone. He radiates smugness. Glad to know I had the right idea. He raised his other hand to grab your chin and tilt your head up. Got a name, little lady? No. Not for you, he asks, his voice a little rumble. You stumble over your answer. Faith, he repeats. Pretty name for a pretty lady. He slowly removes his hands from you and takes a step back. As soon as there's a distance put between you two, you feel a rush of cold. You hadn't noticed how comfortably warm he felt against you until he was no longer there. He offers his hand out to you and smiles. It's not a polite nor kind smile. Rather, it feels like the smile of an amused prisoner. It sends a shiver down your spine. The name's Sans Gaster, he says. At your service, sweetheart. It skips a beat. But yeah, we're gonna die. I've accepted this. You've already accepted his hand by the time you realize what you're doing. He raises it and kisses. He's definitely controlling us. I feel this in my soul. He raises it and kisses the back of your hand. Are you free this Saturday, dollface? No, I have to work. Your mind goes blank for a moment. Are you? You slowly nod. How's about I take you out for a nice little breakfast? He offers. Food? You were not expecting that. You stare at him in surprise, torn again. Nice in public, he adds. You feel a little more relaxed at that. You nod along without realizing it. Good. I'll see you around, little lady. Sand steps aside, no longer blocking your exit. You step past him. You force yourself to move slowly. As soon as you turn the corner, you break into a sprint. Ooh, your kitten heel shoes hit the ground hard as you sprint. You not stop until you can no longer hear the music of the clubs. You skid to a halt and looked around you, desperate to see if you were followed. You were not. Your soul has settled, your intuition no longer acting up. The heat from earlier is no longer dominating your mind. For the first time that night, you feel like you can breathe easily. You suck in the chilled night air. You let it out slowly. You raise your hand to your throat as you recall the sensation of choking your nightmare. What was that? What has happened to you? You've never heard of an ability to affect one's soul so completely. Is it magical? Did Sans cast a spell on you? No. Your soul is strong. You would have noticed that. Wouldn't you? Stop. Doubting your soul will get you nowhere, or worse, get you in a very bad spot. You don't understand this, but that's okay. You'll figure it out. You can do this. You can handle this. Don't doubt your heart, Frisk. It's the best one around. You absently fix your pair of white gloves. You force yourself to calmly walk home. As you walk, you mentally count how much you have made, how much you have, and will it be enough? Cross the street and go through the alleyway. You do the mental math and recall what's in your hidden savings box. You keep your money in a little piggy bank, sock hidden under the mattress, box on the floorboard, puzzle box, a bag hidden with your undies. Let's do a little piggy bank. You keep your money in a little piggy bank. Yes, you made enough. Way to go, you. Actually, you made more than enough. Everything you earn for tomorrow and the day after can go straight to savings. You'll be able to purchase another round of posters at this rate. Maybe even hire a detective. I don't know, bro. I think our brother is with them. It's like, I think he's in a gang. I think that's what happened. He got caught up in something. He's with a gang. The gang is lying to him to keep him working. They're like, oh, no, yeah, we'll take care of your sister. We got it. We'll send her money. But nah, she knows you're safe. Meanwhile, we're out here worried and looking for him. You exit the alleyway and step onto your main street. You stop. There's another monster. Yep, it's Asgore. He has white fur, long ears, and 2 curled horns. He wears a pair of black suit pants, a white suit shirt with a black vest, and black armbands over top. He stares up at the moon in the sky, a lost look in his face. Blessedly, thankfully, your soul has no reaction to him. You don't find him threatening in the slightest bit. On the contrary, the look on his face reminds you of your brother whenever you get lost in the city. Part of you wants to ignore him and go home. That look. Oh, whatever. You walk up to him. You ask him if he's okay. He looks over at you. He grins. Hi there. Do you know this area? You do. Great. I'm lost. Spectacularly so. He laughs. Do you know how to get to Brickwell? You do. The monster looks relieved. But you... Oh, where are my manners? Howdy. I'm 𝐥𝐸𝐴. He lies. He's lying. His name is Azrael. You introduce yourself. Miss Faith, repeats 𝐥𝐸𝐴. Would you mind showing me the way? I'm terrible with directions. You smile kindly. You don't mind at all. 𝐥𝐸𝐴 looks relieved. Thank you. If I'm late, my sibling will never let me hear the end of it. You're happy to help. 𝐥𝐸𝐴 beams. Lucky for me. The two of you start walking. You take the lead and he matches your pace. Do you work around here? He asks. You answer that you do. Oh, really? What do you do? You're a singer. 𝐥𝐸𝐴 looks strangely fascinated. I've never had a job like yours. It looks exhausting. You like it well enough? It is exhausting. You're indifferent to it. You love your job. You like it well enough. I love my job. He likes the kind of work he does. 𝐥𝐸𝐴 glances up at the night sky. I mostly help my dad with he's a manager of sorts. Family business, you know? You nod. As you walk, 𝐥𝐸𝐴 asks you more questions about your job. He seems genuinely interested, and you sense no danger from him, so you feel comfortable to answer him. When you arrive at his destination, he thanks you with a grin and holds out his hand to you. When you place your hand in his, he gives it a firm but friendly shake. It was a pleasure meeting you, Miss Faith, says 𝐥𝐸𝐴. Yes, same to him. There's a shout further down the road. 𝐥𝐸𝐴 turns his head in the direction of the voice. He briefly frowns, lets go of your hand and says, I hope we meet again. Likewise. Bye, Miss Faith. You finally get to go home. You make it home. Finally. Chapter 3, in this city. I'm tired, and my voice is running out because I'm sick. I don't think I can do another one. So, we're going to end it here. So far, I like this story. It's really interesting. I hope it saves it because I had to restart like 20 times. Not actually, but like, you know. But yeah, this was really nice. I really like it. It's, like I said before, it's different from the fan fiction. It's like a lot different from the fan fiction. And I guess that's for the better. Because like, you know, if it was exactly like the fan fiction, you would just go and read the fan fiction. But it's different. And there's like, you know, different like stuff involved too. I don't know if there was soulmate stuff involved in the fan fiction. Sooner or later you're gonna be mine, because that's what this is based off of. But yeah, I really like it. I still have my 3 hearts, so nothing has gone bad yet. I don't know if that means I'm gonna die or if I'm gonna lose like love or affection from Sans. But yeah, this is fun. I might do the other characters because I think there's obviously there's like another route because you get to manually pick your route. But yeah, I like this a lot. I'm definitely gonna play this game again, and I can't wait for chapter 3. I wonder how many chapters there are. But yeah, get bigger, get better, and get Himbo, my girls.